Hello, if you've been watching this channel in detail, you will have noticed that I'm actually quite bugged by the GCSE chemistry syllabus. But it's only recently that I've realised how appropriate the word bugged is to this situation. Look at the GCSE chemistry syllabus carefully. You find, firstly, that it teaches that orbitals are round, which is obviously just a mistake or refers to a parallel universe or something, so just ignore that bit. But it also looks at some other things. It talks about the elements up to calcium. After calcium, it doesn't sort of address them very closely. It also talks about acids and bases in an aqueous environment rather than an environment such as sulfuric acid or ammonia. And it also talks mainly about inorganic chemistry and doesn't really seem to cover organic chemistry much at all. It's just like a minor detail. And then it occurred to me that there are some other things about its delivery which suggest that something else is going on too. It seems to assume that the learner is an empty vessel to be filled with information, that its needs are identical, that there is no parental care because it seems to be done in an institutional setting rather than a family setting. And so there's obviously quite a number of interesting elements there. And I come to the conclusion that the reason for these elements is that actually the GCSE chemistry syllabus was written by aliens. Now, bear with me. We're talking about a chemistry syllabus that only covers the elements up to calcium, so we're looking for a planet or moon where only the light elements are common. We are talking about a planet where there is no parental care in the species. We're talking about a species that doesn't consist of organic compounds, but a species which at the same time uses water. And we're also talking about a species which has a large number of virtually identical individuals, rather than, various personality type individuals. So I had a scout around the neighbourhood of the galaxy, and I found that in the direction of Ras Al-Jaythi and Kara, also known as Asterion, so therefore somewhere between 27 and 360 light years away, there is a system known as the Horlan-Taban system. Now, the Horlanians, which actually now live on the planet Taban because of the tragedy that happened to their original planet, are quite apt. They fit most of these criteria. Firstly, they are termite-like asexual beings that live in hive-like colonies in which all the individuals are identical. They achieved interplanetary travel about 50,000 years ago. So clearly they would probably be able to get to this solar system. And they reproduce asexually. And they rely very much on an inorganic compound in their atmosphere in order for their eggs to be fertilized. They don't actually mate. So because they don't mate, they don't have family life. They have colonies where there are large numbers of identical individuals, and that's where the learning process takes place. So they naturally have schools, unlike our species, and they naturally do not have families, unlike our species. They don't have parental care as such. And also, they consist of a large number of identical individuals because they are basically like termites, ants, bees, wasps, etc. So I think we found the species responsible. I was going to say the culprits, but I don't really think they're culprits. The culprits responsible for the GCSE chemistry syllabus. I think that it's the Horlanians, and as they live in their sky cities, I think they probably tell us what to do, and they come over here and they secretly run the AQA or something. So that's, I think, what the situation is. Now, if you like this video, please rate, comment and subscribe. If you dislike this video, tell me so I can improve. And I'll see you tomorrow.